Hey everybody, it's SahmmiE and welcome back to another video. Excuse the mess in the background. This is our computer room, so there's just wires and cables everywhere. You know, Simon streams from here and stuff. I'm obviously at my PC. It's the room with the best lighting in the house. So yeah, I just wanted to come back and do another update on my weight loss surgery. I am 4 months post-op now. It's the 14th of June as I'm recording this. I've wanted to do an update for ages, but honestly I wanted to do like a nicer one. Got my makeup on, as you can see I got on today. But one of the symptoms that I've been having after weight loss surgery is extremely dry skin, and my skin has just looked awful for me to put any sort of makeup on it. I think I've only worn like makeup 2 or 3 times maybe since lockdown, and I think one of those days was my birthday, because I got the new conspiracy palette for my birthday, so you know, had to put it on. Anyway, yeah, so I'm 4 months post-op. I was 4 months post-op on the 11th of June, and it's the 14th. Oh my goodness, this is going to be one of them videos, isn't it? I have eaten today. I'm getting a protein shake in. Yeah, 14th of June today. I was 4 months post-op on the 11th of June. Yeah, so as of today, I have lost 6 stone exactly, which is obviously absolutely awesome, and I could not imagine that by this point, this far out, well, it's not even that far, this short of a time period out, I would have lost this amount of weight. Obviously I did lose a stone prior to my weight loss surgery, in the weight loss pre-op diet. I lost a stone, so I've lost 5 stones since surgery and a stone in the pre-op diet. Honestly, the way I feel is incredible. I'm so much happier, and considering the place that we are in at the moment, I live in Wales, so I am still currently in lockdown. We're only allowed to go for exercise between 5 miles out of our house. My children are still home from school. Oscar's due to start reception in September from going off nursery. Yeah, it is a crazy time at the moment. Alfie's struggling, you know, it's all is what it is. Anyway, I'm rambling, but yeah, just to give you of the situation that we're in at the moment. I worked out I'd only been 2 weeks after my operation. I stayed home because I was so tired out and just out of it. So Simon did all the work with the children and stuff for me, and then I only had a 3-week period where I was out taking the kids to school, and then we got locked down. So I've barely been out of the house since I've had the operation done. People are certainly going to have a shock when they see me when I go back and start doing the school run again. But yeah, as I say, 6 stone down. I feel incredible. My confidence has just absolutely gone crazy. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see that I posted a selfie the other day, and the caption was, I had something along the lines of, I don't feel disgusted by every picture I take of myself, and that I felt like it was okay to post it. Like, you should never feel that way about yourself, and it kind of just shows how badly I felt about my body. And don't get me wrong, I'm still a big girl. I can't remember if I told you my weight and all last time. Pre-op and at the beginning of the journey, so before I even started my pre-op diet, I was 26 stone 2 pounds, which leads me at 20 stone 2 pounds today. So I'm still a big girl. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I've lost a lot of weight already, but I'm still a big girl. But I feel so much more confidence in myself currently. I don't feel like people should look at me in complete disgust as such anymore, which is a horrible way to think about yourself, I know, and it is a way I spent living my life for a very long time. But I don't feel like they should look at me and be like, ugh, you know, when they see me anymore. And I mean, I'm 6 stone down. So yeah, the effect that it's had on my mental health, considering the situation that we're in, is incredible. I feel so much more happy. I do have more energy on some days and not so much on others. I still have not had a B12 injection, obviously due to what's going on. But I am taking B12 spray. I'm on top of all my vitamins. I am taking 2 more types of vitamins because my hair, I'm not sure if you can see, like, there's quite a few bald patches. Yeah, and you can, if you've known me in my videos, my hair is short currently. It's probably about here, and this is it. Like, if you've known me, my hair is always like a nest. I have hair everywhere, but it is falling out tremendously. It is awful. is probably the one thing that's getting me down the most, is the hair loss. But it is what it is. It's part and parcel. Would I rather have the weight loss? Of course I would, because, you know, that's my health and my hair just falling out a little bit. Well, not even a little bit, an awful amount. Anyway, that's beside the point. I spoke to the nurse about it. She said seek out vitamins. So I bought some of those, and I also saw a lady from my weight loss group that I'm on Facebook say get these biotin tablets. So I bought exactly the same ones of her, and I've started taking those as well. So anything is better than nothing, right? I've noticed that my eyelashes have grown a little bit. I mean, that's good, right? But yeah, so probably in regards to symptoms, I know I'm jumping around now. I was going to do this in a section thing, but you know me, I'm a hot mess, so it's all good. And also for hair loss, you need to get more protein in. So I'm trying to make sure I have at least 1 protein shake a day. I still struggle to get them in because they're quite heavy on my stomach. So I've just been mixing them with water sometimes to try and get them in a little easier. But they still sit quite heavy on my stomach. That one is only with skimmed milk, and it's only 250ml total. But I'm not at the stage where I could have them as a snack in between my meals yet. Which hopefully I'll get to the stage 2, and you know, that'll be okay, but I kind of have to have them almost as a meal at the moment. So yeah, protein shake is 10:15 in the morning. I've had that since about 9:30. I'm just trying to work through it. Excuse me if you can hear the kids downstairs. They're perfectly fine, I can assure you. But yeah, so symptoms, hair loss. I do get very, very tired out some days more than others, especially if I've done a little bit extra the day before. I definitely know if I've done some more physical activity. I have started trying to do some PE and stuff with the children when they're doing PE and things, because obviously I'm still homeschooling. We try and do either yoga or aerobics PE once a day, 5 days a week. So on the weekend we don't do anything. We've been going out and doing walks. Oh, when we went for a walk, the notice in my breath and things like that, I don't feel like I'm gonna die when I go for a walk now, and I don't feel like I'm so out of breath that I'm like that is a massive difference, which is incredible. I don't feel like a hot mess, and I don't feel like I'm tired out when I get back. And obviously I've still got my back problems, so if it's a particularly cold day and I'm quite tense, my back still hurts. That's just how it was always going to be. But walking around not feeling like you're an absolute elephant makes me feel pretty freaking good. So yeah, I do get quite tired out after those sorts of walks. Like one day I was putting some weed killer down on the front garden, and I used a watering can, and oh my god, the next day my arms were so fatigued from doing it. It was unbelievable. So things like that really affect me. I mean, but to be fair, I feel like I've got a lot more energy in general. Whereas before any of this, I'd be like napping all the time, and I don't really nap now. Like, not really a thing for me, unless I've particularly had quite a few late nights, and Oscar gets up between 5 and 6 every morning. Then I don't really nap. But I'm just finding like I've got a lot more energy to do more things, and I'm more willing to do more things, and I'm more on top of things, which is obviously great. But yeah, in regards to symptoms, still dry, as I said, dry skin is quite a big thing, and I've got a pretty good skincare routine. I use 2 serums. I use a vitamin C serum and a retinol serum. And oh, did you hear my stomach? That it makes so many weird noises. It's got like a little mind of his own. I think they've got a gremlin in there. Obviously I moisturise, tone, cleanse, all that good stuff. I exfoliate a couple of times a week. So, you know, I'm trying my best. I use hyaluronic acid, face wash and stuff like that as well. So I'm trying my best. And I am getting more fluids in now. I found hot fluids since this has happened has been the best thing for me. It's the main thing I've been able to get in is like tea and coffee. I went through a phase where all I wanted is coffee, which obviously I was getting too much caffeine in then, so I had to switch back. I bought decaf coffee, and then by the time I bought decaf coffee, I was off coffee then. I find I switch, I flip and flop between foods very quickly. Now I get bored of things quite easily, which is, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I do find I get bored of them. I find I crave a lot more savoury things now than I do sweet. Eating something sweet, it feels like it's almost burning in my stomach. It's awful. What are my children doing? Hang on a second. Anyway, So yeah, more savoury things. One thing I would say with sickness is the only time I feel sick really is if I eat something sweet. Sometimes the protein shakes can make me feel a little bit sick, and they've only got the two that I use have only got 1 gram of sugar in each. I can't even go near the Slim Fast shakes. They got 15 grams of sugar in, and I'm just not about it. I can't, yeah, I just can't. But yeah, I don't actually get sickness. I feel sick, but I'm not actually sick. I think a couple of times I may have had what they call dumping, but I didn't have the sickness with it. I just had the feeling of feeling very, very tired, and I kind of had to go to sleep like right that second. Like I was almost like just completely tired. Like all of a sudden it was like a snap, just a switch, and I was shattered. So I think that may have been dumping. One thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't know whether this is going to be a little bit TMI, and I understand if it is, but I watched a lot of videos on YouTube and things before I had this done to watch out for symptoms, because I wanted to be prepared, and like I knew about the hair loss and stuff, and I thought, oh, I'll be fine. Obviously I'm not. I feel like I'm going bald. Anyway, but I wanted to prepare myself for all the things that could happen as much as I possibly could. And one thing I didn't see anyone talk about is your period. And I apologise if this is TMI. I'm not going to go too into detail or anything like that. But I have the implant in my arm. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. I will stand up and show you what I look like afterwards. But yeah, that is weight loss, my friend. So I have the implant in my arm. This is the contraception that I've always used for years. You get it changed out every 3 years. I don't have a period whatsoever when I have this in. It completely stops you ovulating, I believe. And I have come on my period multiple times, and it will stay for like 3-4 weeks at a time, and I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? I'm obviously guessing it's to do with the weight loss. I know when obviously you're overweight, your periods can stop because you're overweight, and it can stop you ovulating, and it can prevent you from having children and things like that. So I'm presuming, I mean, I still got pregnant with Oscar, and I think I was 20 stone. So I was about the weight I am now when I got pregnant with Oscar, and then a full term I was 22 stone with him. Hello.
Can I have this word?
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of
Speak of the devil. You okay, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah? You gonna go be a good boy?
I died.
Okay, be a good boy. Love you. You wait till morning to get the switch. But yeah, I think I was about 20 stone when I got pregnant with Oscar, which is obviously the weight I am now. If my periods had stopped when I weighed more, I wasn't aware of it, because obviously I don't have periods. But yeah, this is one thing that I hadn't seen anyone talk about, and I don't know whether they were just too embarrassed to talk about it. It's a period, we all get them, we're women. It is what it is. But yeah, so that's one thing I found that I've been on, off constantly, which is obviously not fun. It caused quite a lot of bloating, and I also had a 2-week stall on my weight loss, which was just, I've not had 1 week where I hadn't lost any weight since starting it, and in that 2-week period I had a complete stall for 2 weeks. It was almost heartbreaking, but at the end of the day, this is gonna happen. You know, your body's got to get used to things, and things have got to change. So it was fine, you know, we picked up, we carried on, we're at 6 stone loss now. You know, I think I was 5.5 stone lost by that point, so it was about half a stone ago. So yeah, I wanted to touch on that because I know people just don't seem to have said it. Yeah, so I apologise if it's TMI, but I just want to put it out there because I didn't see anyone say it to me. And I know we would have all had our different things that happened to us during the recovery and the process. But that's just something that particularly happened to me. In regards to what I can eat, I can still only eat a very small portion. If you will look at my Instagram, I post pictures a lot of what I eat. I also do meals of the week that I cook for myself and my family here on YouTube, which is our evening meal, and I sometimes do a full day of eating. I'm currently doing a full day of eating for today. I've been cooking some new recipes and stuff from ToejahM, but honestly, I can still only eat a very, very small amount. I can definitely eat a little bit more than what I could originally. Oh, excuse me. She says she's a lot tired and then starts yawning. Yeah, I can definitely eat a little bit more than I could to begin with. I can eat a big variety of foods. Bread is still not a great, I just avoid it, honestly. Pastas and rices are still too heavy on my stomach. I try to get the protein in first before I eat them. You may see them on my plates when I take pictures and the videos. Doesn't mean I necessarily eat them though. Whatever you see on my plate, I never finish my meal. I have not got into a good routine of knowing how much I'm actually going to eat yet. So I never finish a full meal. But yeah, so that's, look, I can pretty much eat most things. But as I say, bread, not really a good one. Pasta and rice, but that, I think, feel like they're the obvious foods that everyone struggles with a little bit. And obviously I'm just trying to get in my protein shakes and things like that at the moment. I do tend to snack a little bit. Sometimes I feel like that meal snack. The main things that I snack on are Baby Bell Lights. They're only 42 calories and 5 grams of protein. And I tend to, if I have any crisps or anything, I have some pop chips. My kids are shouting at each other again. It's just a thing. So yeah, I'll tend to have some pop chips or like a, you know, like the jumbo Snacker Jacks. I'll just have one of those if I can eat a whole one. I think they're 38 calories per one. So I try to keep it low calorie. Or like a couple of pieces of wafer thin chicken out the fridge or something like that. But yeah, I think that's everything that I keep looking down because I wrote a list of things that I want to make sure that I touched upon. But yeah, so I think that's everything I've covered. I'll stand up now so you can see what I look like now. Obviously, you haven't seen a picture of me prior, but if you go and look on my Instagram, there is like collages and pictures and things of me prior to having the operation. But I mean, I've lost 6 stone, so it's pretty good, right? I don't know if you can see me. Yeah. So this is what I look like now. Simon's green screen is literally here and I don't want to fall over it. And that is me from the front. You can see my scars and stuff there. But yeah, that is sort of where we are looking right now. Clothes wise, I was a 30 probably before it all started. I bought some new t-shirts this week. This t-shirt is 24s from Shein, and the trousers that I'm wearing are a 24 as well. I'm not quite in a 24 jeans yet. Obviously I am, as you can see, obviously on my arm you saw, I'm gonna have a lot of loose skin, so in reality I'm probably gonna be a size bigger than I was anyway. But yeah, I'm currently sat in size 24 top, and I think my jeans are 26 at the moment, but they are a little bit loose. But let's be honest, where are we going? Nowhere. I sit in joggers all day, or dresses that are absolutely humongous on me now because all my clothes are massive. So yeah, I hope that is a good update for you guys. I tried to give you all the information. I know it was a bit sporadic and all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a good update as to where I am and what I look like and stuff now, because obviously I didn't show you what I looked like last time. But yeah, so this is kind of how we're rocking. I feel amazing. I feel so much better in myself. I feel so much happier, and I feel so much more confident, which is honestly, that was the end goal to begin with, and obviously to be more healthy, which I most definitely am. So yeah, I hope all you guys are doing okay in the current situation. I know it's really, really hard, and I'm definitely at the point where I've had enough now, I got to be honest. But we kind of just got to ride it out. I've been fortunate enough that none of my family have had COVID. Some of my very, very close friends have had losses due to COVID. So I send out all my love to them, you know. So I've seen the devastation that it causes, and it's just awful. So I completely understand if you're, you know, struggling and things, but try and keep your head up, and we'll all try and get through it together. But yeah, so that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.